Massive thanks. We are going to be live on Facebook in just a moment or two, focused on the upcoming panel discussion on build to rent with Jack Jiggins chairing the particular panel. So in just a couple of moments, we're going to be going live. Jack is from EXP Property Investments. So massive thanks to Jack for taking part in this short interview discussion build to rent panel. So we will be live any second, Jack, on Mark Zuckerberg's platform as well. So hopefully,
oh, wow.
So we should be live any second, hopefully. So Jack, for the listeners out there who don't know about EXP Property Investments, I'd be surprised if there's no one who's heard of EXP. But it's a combination of yourself and Ben Richards, who's Aura Architecture as well. Do you want to just explain to the listeners a little bit about EXP, when it was founded?
Yeah, of course. EXP was founded just over 2 years ago, and it is the partnership of Ben Richards and I. Ben has a background in designing and delivering projects in property developments, and I have a background in finding, structuring, funding, and delivering smaller scale development projects. We came together and we've got 3 exciting projects on the go, one that's crowd-funded and due to be finished build in just over a month. Another scheme we took through planning and has planning permission for 13 units in Reading. That's a mixed-use scheme, 6 offices, 7 apartments. And another scheme we took a police station through planning to convert into 4 units, 3 houses, 1 office.
Jack, I always ask you what your secret was, and I've discovered it now. So your secret is Saul Parkinson. So because I was thinking we will go on to the panel, but I was thinking it's how can 2 people do this? I was thinking it's really difficult for just 2 people to do this, particularly when Ben has also got Aura Architecture. So part of the solution is Saul. So Saul Parkinson.
So yeah, Saul Parkinson's a young lad that's very skilled in his field. He's come along to join our business through the exciting and growth stages. Saul's stepped in as operations director, so he'll be running predominantly the operations systemization. He'll be assisting in the deal flow at the beginning, but also making sure our project management is on point too.
Look, Jack might not like me saying this, but I will say anyway. So you could say Saul's like the secret sauce. So you've not heard that expression before for Saul?
Secret recipe?
Secret sauce.
Okay.
No? So look, in terms of the build to rent discussion, Jack, just looking at some notes here, in terms of what's going to be covered this coming Monday morning, it's about finding deals, funding the deals, legals, design, planning, delivery, and exit. There's almost as many panelists as there are subheadings. So 7 subheadings and 6 panelists. So
to my dismay.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to book too many panelists for future panels. But Jack, is an incredible pedigree we've got coming up in terms of who's on the panel. Look, Aaron always tells me off for asking this question, but do you have a favorite, or is there one who you're particularly keen on hearing? Or is it the topic which you're particularly keen on hearing instead?
I mean, the reason that I mention about the panelists, because I always say 6 people is too many for this call, because again, they're all great individuals that cover off the right areas that you need to be known. So on Monday, the topic is build to rent, and because it's such a broad, wide topic, I thought it would be good to break it down into the journey of a build to rent project. So finding funding, legals, design, planning, delivery, and exit. All of the panelists, which includes Felicity, obviously the architect, Karen from Lamwell, who's going to be specialising in the finance side of things, Matthew from Indigo Planning, so evidently planning, maybe a little bit of design too, Pat Conlon, a serious developer, Paul Higgs, planning and development, and then Paul Pinder from legal perspective. So as you can see that throughout the topics we're going to be covering, you can see that we have a diverse group of individuals to make sure that we cover them off well. And yeah, it's exciting. So who is my favourite? For delivery, 100% Paul Higgs, just no nonsense content. But I suppose come Monday, I'm just keen to hear how they bounce ideas off each other and bring in different elements of each process. The reason that I don't have a favourite is because without all of them, it wouldn't be a very good panel. So as a collective, they're my favourite team, Brendan.
So look, we're not giving advertising for the collective. The collective haven't confirmed, I haven't invited them yet for the panel on the 18th of May. So the panel on the 18th of May is focused on co-living and also focused on apart hotels. And that's with Aaron chairing that particular panel. And then a bizarre thing's going to happen. You're going to be chairing a panel with Aaron. I'll see how it works. I've never had anyone do this. And not many people, if any, has ever done this. A joint panel, joint chairing of a panel focused on trading on the 25th.
I thought I was going to be on the panel and Aaron was hosting it.
I didn't realise that, Jack. Is that what you wanted to do?
You should read your emails in more detail.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was unusual. I preferred double chairing of a panel because I thought that's never ever been done before. So look, Jack, any key things just to add about the Build to Rent panel?
Best thing I can say is the current climate is warranting Build to Rent schemes more so with banks and change of exits and additional security. The government's also pushing the scheme of Build to Rent, which I'm sure Matthew will let you guys know more detail about on Monday. But I do enjoy the Monday morning events. There's the content and the individuals that join it make it. You're just the organizer. And they are good for setting the week right and learning about top trends, changes, risks, opportunities. So get yourself along on Monday and hopefully if you have any queries or quabbles of what you're doing or interested in Build to Rent, you'd be interested in that too. But I've specifically shaved my mustache off as by Brendan's request offline.
I never said anything offline. I just didn't recognize you, Jack.
Yeah, it's
different. Look, so as I say, this coming Monday morning, it might be the last ever time, it's not guaranteed, that we have Richard Thorpe on board as well, because I don't know how Richard's going to manage his time after that, because Richard is now head or director of rugby at Chinnor Rugby Club. So big ambitions Richard's got for that rugby club as well. So
I used to play Chinnor.
Sorry?
I used to play Chinnor.
Oh, you've played rugby, Jack?
Yeah, I played against Chinnor, actually.
Sorry?
I played against Chinnor.
Okay, so you know more about the team than I do, but by a long way.
Not Chinnor ones. I played I played at Henley Rugby Club as a kid, so it was probably like I probably played them every season from under 8s to maybe under 15s.
Oh, really? I just thought you were into rugby. I didn't realise you'd ever played.
Brendan, if you played rugby, what position would you play?
I don't think I'd play rugby because I don't think I'd be very good at it, Jack.
But you're a swimmer. You're a natural born swimmer, which is normally a good collective group of muscles to be a good rugby player. What position do you think you'd play? Do you know some positions?
Yeah, I do. I know positions like prop forward and scrum, scrum half and hook. And
do you think you'd be a scrum half or a prop forward?
I'm not sure, but I don't think I'd be. I think I'm a lot better organizer than I would be a rugby player. So I'm not tall enough, Jack, for starters. You know,
well, prop forwards aren't that tall, and neither are scrum halves. They're probably about your size. So you're either nimble or a better ball carrier, robust.
Okay.
Bullet that goes through the line.
Jeez, a Jono Lomo, is it?
That's the winger.
Look, we've probably lost half the audience, Jack.
I think we're probably gaining audience with this conversation. It's Bank Holiday Friday. We should be discussing what position Brendan Quinn would be if he was on the field.
Maybe. But we will skip over that for the moment. So as I say, it's this coming Monday morning, finance update. There's also a chance to showcase what you do in property. That's limited to 5 people, 15 seconds elevator pitch. And then we've got the breakout rooms as well. But look, as I say, really, really delighted. We had some amazing panelists over the last 6 weeks. For me personally, I don't want to offend any other panelist, hopefully not. But when we have the likes of Stephen Johnson, former co-founder of Shawbrook, for me, that's a wow factor, Jack. Gavin Gallagher from East Point. There's lots of big names who've been with us over the last 6 weeks. So I think this is going to be the 7th Monday in a row. There's almost as many times we've been going on a Monday as Richard Thorpe has had international caps for Canada as well. So just a piece of trivia there. So Jack, massive thanks for joining myself this morning. Massive thanks to our listeners as well, who seem to have stuck into the conversation, even though I haven't answered the question, where would I play? My preferred sport, as Mr. Howard knows, Jay Howard, I'm not sure you can really call it a sport, is snooker and pool.
So, strategic.
Yeah. So, look, that's it for the moment. Massive thanks, Jack. Massive thanks to our listeners as well. And if you've enjoyed the conversation this morning, join us at 2 p.m. this afternoon, when again, I'm with Mr. Thorpe and Grace Ballantyne Coonley Barker from Grand Designs Live Curator, and Jay Howard. And I'm sure I've missed off someone. Apologies. Paul Pinder, RFB. So
maybe by the time that call comes around, you should have a little think about what position you'd be and why, so you can deliver that info.
I think being a coach is a lot easier, Jack, than a player. But
okay.
Let's move on. Thank you.